They're putting this in the fridge here. Oh, can you hear me all right? It's bloody cold. Right, let's go have a look at what we've got here today. Oh, we've got me, Dr. Phil. And I sound like Batman, but I'm not Batman. I tell you what, I found just some kitchen gloves because it is just so really, really cold. I suppose there's probably other people in other next to the woods that are going, that isn't cold, eh? I'm looking at you, Canada. Oh. Just pick up an Opal or two. I've got some kitchen gloves on, and that's been my... I decided that the nexus between, you know, just giving yourself a little bit of that extra coldness, warmth, and being able to do things is a kitchen glove. So on that goes, and I'm going to experiment with flipping around the... Does it work? No, it don't work. Oh well. Boing. Right, so this is what we have. We're nearly done. This here machine is nearly here, machine done. Now the thing I was thinking about today was that perhaps we need to re-evaluate the positioning of everything. So I will just move this to the not over here. Yeah. And I think if I push this up like so, that makes life a lot easier for us. So, oh, hello. So if I push that up like so, I get lots of likes and loves and stuff, apparently. So what I'm going to do, we have a top fan. All they need to do is throw the hearts in and top fan status, because it's the first person to do it. So here we go. I'm just placing a few. Oh, there we go. Aha. There we go. We go like that. And then if I go like this, oh look at that. We've got ourselves some nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. So just quickly popping that into here, like so. I'll bet you that will also help to dampen the vibrations substantially. I'm thinking of putting a few of these things underneath this to help dampen the vibrations again, and also it will help to raise the platform. Yeah, raising the platform is exactly what we need to do. Now, what that will also do is it'll keep the water away. So there we go. Got that there like that, that there like that. Right, we've got one last thing to do, haven't we? And that is find a way to get this, try and get the water delivered in a reasonable, sane way. So let's get that sorted. I think this is not going to work. So I'm going to remove it somehow. I have secured it very well, which is a bit of a problem. Hello there, John. How you doing? I'll leave that there because I can't be bothered moving it. But what we can do is we can just make another water delivery system. Don't know how yet, but we will somehow. So, what can we do to deliver water? We can just, well, I suppose we can build a thing. I think the easiest way to do it is to just have some kind of plastic device. Something like this. I've got the I've put a backdrop at the back. That's a good place to put a backdrop. Maybe that backdrop could be useful. Let's see. Just pop this up as it should go. There we go. Then we just take that to there. There we go. Excellent. Ouch. There. That'll do for timing. Right, so what else can we do to fix that up? I suppose we could just extend it, couldn't we? It'll be a bit dodgy looking, but it's better than nothing. And I've got wire there, so we can do that. Okay, yep, doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a few holes into this thing here, and I'm going to extend it. So here we go. You can flip around sometime there. Oh, fuck. Hello there, Adele. How you doing? This is me, and this is a piece of stuff. And this is cold. Let's make it a perfectly organised grid pattern. It looks like I'm doing weird things. It's not one of those videos. Heat wave. What are you talking about, Adele? This is a ride in the sun. Hey, hey. That's from the Muppet Show. I have to point out plagiarism there, because if I don't, Disney will, and then they'll, I don't know, send a hitman around or something. I'm gonna rub you out. Now, does that actually work? Give me 1 second to find out, guys. You get it. Ish. Does it work? Does it work? Who cares? Does it work? Don't give a stuff. It might work. Okay. This might work, guys. It probably won't. You know the drill. But no, you know the drill. Just giving myself a few holes because hopefully that will work. One of these will hopefully be the correct position. We'll see how we go. Now, the next thing is, I reckon just find a bit to attach it, yeah? So, open this up, flip this round. There we go. And give you a beautiful bird's eye view of what's going on. Okay. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just simply get that, put that on the top, like so. And hopefully one of these here attachments will be able to work. Yeah, I think so. I think I've got that'll work. Except it may be a bit difficult for me to even get my hand in there, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Maybe I could even... Am I just overthinking this too much? Maybe I just do that. Maybe I do that and be done with it. I think that's a good idea. Let's see. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And I need to maybe angle it a bit. I don't know. Well, who knows? We'll flip it around and we'll just attach it via a screw of some description. I have just found a screw of some description. If this works, then we can go straight into Opal cutting. Should be good. I didn't expect it to actually be that quick. Here we go. Pop that in there. I think I've got enough leeway to just do one. Yep, here we go. Going to have to add another screw because that's a real flimsy and worn and threaded. And did I mention flimsy? Yes, I think I mentioned flimsy. Okay, let's go see. Did I mention it's cold? Because it's cold. It's rather cold. And that was one thing I was going to do. I had high hopes. I had plans. I had high hopey planny hopes to make the world a better place with the use of opals. Proof I'll listen to anything, dude. Alright, now. That didn't work. Very much like that guy's sense of humour, but never mind. Alright, we need to find an actual screw, which probably is appropriate on many levels. Or inappropriate, as the case may be. There's an alarm, 3 a.m. Siren, police, no doubt. If anyone asks, I didn't do it. Watch everything, guy. Are you the guy who was like peering in my window last night? That was a bit creepy, man. Okay, here we go. Nanu. For cinematic purposes, I am doing it this way. For ruining things purposes, I'm also doing it this way. Oh dear. Sorry guys, I had to just do something a bit more rigorous than that, but I can remove it here. Right, so what we need to do is make sure that this will get attached quite firmly. So let's flip this around. There we go. Now, so if we can get this in, there we go, there we go, there we go. Lovely. So that makes pretty much this other thing that we had to redundant. The only issue I have is that I'll flip it around. I will, because like we've got black surface here. Yeah, we will, because it'll make life a bit easier. 5 seconds and flip around it. It will go. Or not, because I've blurred the freaking thing. Okay, so in it goes. I'd say this is a bit too big, is it? Don't you worry. A Family Guy reference is possibly about to happen here. There we go. All right. So, well, that will be good enough. That will be good enough. I do believe it will be good enough. So let's see if we can thread the needle, so to speak. And we now have water delivery. Yay. We've got our little water Uber going. Presuming we've got anything going at all. Which one will we use? We'll use the middle one or the... It's very play school, isn't it? Which window will we choose? Will we choose the round window, or the square window, or the dodecahedral window? Just pick a window. Okay. There we go. Window picked. There we go. And then I'll kind of angle it off to the side so that we've got a bit of a chance here. Now, the only other question we have is the question of lighting. We need to have the most perfect arrangement of lights. We have this one over here, shining light into there, but the trouble is that it will have a deleterious effect with the overall ambience. So what I'll do is I'll just detach this if I can. Oh wow, it's really difficult to detach that because, there we go. Let's grab this, detach. You can do this, you can do this. There we go. Out you get. Come on, you can. There we go. Perfect. Now, that's that done. What I'll do is I'll bring this out again. Now, the only problem with bringing that out again is that it'd be really nice if I could have some lighting that went all over said shop, because, yeah, I'm getting rid of this. There's a, you don't know what this is, do you? This is a, okay. It's hard to explain. There's a piece of timber which has got a light on it. That's all well and good, but there's also a random piece of metal which I thought would be useful, and it's proved to be the exact opposite of useful, as in not useful. And also the roof is sagged a bit, so it's hard to get the drill in. Here we go. Yoink. That noise is not at all disturbing. I can't get to it. So what I can do, however, is just move that up. And I can move that away. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to ruin everything. Yes. How did you know that I wanted to wreck it all? So smart. Okay, here we go. Into there you go. We'll just try and make the lights. The thing that worries me about putting the lights here at all is the fact that the glass of the container might not be good enough. So I can pop it in like that. That's not a problem, but it'd be nice if I could get, I wonder if that'll work. I've got a cunning plan. Very, very cunning in terms of plan. Okay, here we go. Yoink. If this works, I am genius. If it doesn't work, we don't tell anyone. And still call me a genius. Okay, here we go. Right. Hopefully that will work. It might. Probably won't, but who cares at this point? Here we go. Right, another light over to here. Now, I can't help but notice that the possessed Opal machine isn't. Which one is it that isn't working? Which one is it? Okay, and I need to shine it up from the back here, so is that okay? That's alright. Okay, I'll show you what I'm looking at. Move this forward now that we've got it all working. move that back. That's gun barrel straight. That's working. Move this over to here. Let's see if we can get that working. Here we go. That won't work. So I'm trying to get the water going. Don't know why. We'll reduce the temperature here by 63 degrees. Okay, there we go. That's that done. It wouldn't be the same if the Opal machine wasn't the Zesto, would it? Okay. So this. Okay, so that's there. Something like that. Okay. Why is that there like that? Who knows? There we go. Jolly good. Jolly good. Alright. So I'm just rearranging some things. In case you didn't realise what I was doing. Maybe you thought I was taking the dog for a walk. I don't know. Yeah. Now move this over to here. And I'll try and make it set up. There we go. Wreck that. No. What have I done? Show live video. Yes. I don't know what just happened. Apparently you can like put a kill switch on there or something. I don't know. So this goes back on here. Right. Everything does that. Now, have we got? We have not got water yet. So let's try and get this water working. Okay. What's this? Okay. Here we go. Turn this off for a second, and then we'll grab this and try and get it working. I've just got an ordinary syringe. Actually, I've got a very unordinary syringe. The worst syringe in the world. I can get an actual ordinary syringe. That'll work a lot better. Yeah, that works. Yeah, me. I'll be back. Well, that took longer than I expected, but that's okay, because I realised that it was really cold. I know, revelation. But I realised it was really cold, and I thought my hands are going to freeze if I have that Opal water, so I'll just fill it up with warm water, and that'll make life easier for me. Also, the extra water pressure should help. as per usual, I have to warn people that this is certainly, even though it sounds like I'm doing something very, well, human, but not, it still is a bit gross. That's not what I'm doing. I'm filling with a water container. So, I'm not trying to write my name, put it that way. Here we go. Now, hello there, Andrea. All right. Oh yeah, we got working. Yay, it's working. Man. There we go. Right. That's that into the zone. Now the trouble is that going to stay? We're going to find out, aren't we? If it doesn't, we'll work on it. But I think we'll give it an Opal a shot. What do you reckon? We'll do what this channel's supposed to be doing and cut some opals. Perhaps the possessed machine will give us some alleviate. Very good possessed opal machine. Alright, let's see what happens. That was powerful enough to put the water flow elsewhere. Oh no! I can try it now. Alright, stop it everyone. Stop it. There we go. And we'll just make sure that that's far out. That's going absolutely 9 into the dozen. We can't do that. We'll run out of water in seconds. So we'll just change that over. Is that better? Yep. Now let's see what happens if we turn everything on now. Hey, it stays. Good. Test opal right here. Right. Pretty hard to see it. Okay, I'll try the camera angle. That's the best I can do. Alright, we're gonna have to move the camera, I reckon. So we'll do a cut here, see how it goes. See, anyone can cut an opal with a machine with consistent RPM. I really thought I'd solved that. I'm going to have to buy a new one. At least it's pretty easy to do the cut itself, which is good. Good news, however, is that the flex shaft is now behaving itself. Deep in the bowels of the machine now. I thought this was logical at the time. Not as logical now. Oh, 5 likes, thank you guys. Considering. Okay, setting it up to maximum. Spectacular at any rate. That'll get the view. It's like I'm cutting opals in a rock clip from the 80s. That's enough of that. I'm not going to do it immediately because I've still got a lot of good diamond on the end, but I am going to have to change that blade relatively soon. After all that. So the slice function doesn't work particularly well at the moment, which is a bit annoying, because slicing an opal is something you should do if you, well, not you should do. You shouldn't just go up there, right, it's slicing the opal, but hang on one more second. Yoink. Move that away. Right. I wonder if I should put the glove on this hand. Will it actually Yeah. That's, that's the way we like it. Really fast. As you can see, the Opal machine is fixed in the same way as the hyperdrive for the Millennium Falcon has been fixed. Let's have a look at it now. You can see as well as I can. So, it's a nice Opal actually. It's not a precious Opal, but it's got some nice traits. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly take off this little white bit. Nothing to write home about, but I didn't expect it to be. You don't just fix up an Opal machine and then put, the world's most expensive Opal on it. That's just asking for trouble. Yeah, what I can see here is a kernel in there. So that gives me hope that in the morning we might actually have something shiny to show. But we've got more than hope here. We've got plenty of opals we can play with, so let's not. Let's just take the skin off this one. Oh no, we won't. Just go through these. Man, my hand is tight. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the glove on. Hopefully the glove will be enough to keep me warm. Opals there. You can view them amongst yourselves and go, which ones will we get? What will we get? Nice thought of them. Glove on. Hopefully this glove will not remove all of my sensitivity. It's just way too cold out here. Yeah. Okay, and the glove is rather cold too. Okay. Which opal do you think will win the race? It's just suddenly started. Here we go. Oh, I think this glove is not going to work. I've frozen it. No, it's not going to work. So, here we go. I could tell it wasn't going to work, so I'm just biting the icy cold bullet. Let's go for it. One of these. I should check to see if any of these opals actually have got anything on them. And that's what happens when you're really cold. You can't even think. So what I'll do is I'll scratch some skin off this one first because I don't think there was any colour. I couldn't see any colour anyway. Also try and work out the best. Actually, I think the front camera might not be too bad. Yoink. Let's see. Hopefully one of these cameras is going to show us some colour. That's what we'd like to see. Yeah, so if we move it over to here, I think hopefully we'll see something. I'll try and spot some colour and see if I'm not seeing anything yet, are we? I'm going to use the light that's Old Faithful and I'll tell you if this one's got colour on it. Yeah, this one does have colour. Alright, so let's see if we can spot it. You can just barely see it. It's pinks at the top there, so let's give this one a crack and see what it does. Oh, 2 extra likes, thank you guys. So, move over to here. Right. I was watching another, 8 likes, yay! I was watching one of those pimple popping videos, if you've seen them. One of those spa resorts where they're just sitting there with a razor blade and a bit of hope. And the thought occurred to me that this girl, she was cutting the guy open and squeezing pimples with 2 hands. That meant that somebody else was filming the action. But it was seamless, like, didn't have to tell them where to go with the camera or anything. It's like they pre-planned it. I think I'm starting to see colour, but it's 3 AM and I've got really cold hands, so, you know. I'm feeling like I wish that the British rescue boat would come and fish me out of the channel. Ugh. I'm expecting a St. Bernard to come and dig me out of my opal cave any minute. Yeah. Oh. Mexican jumping opal. I think it's about 3 degrees Celsius, which is what? I know. 35? Perhaps 36? Yeah, well done. Right, so there's 2 areas of potential colour just sitting here. One's on the bottom, one's on the top, so we'll see how it goes. I'm probably going to preference the top because it's looking nicer, that's all. So, who knows? We'll see. We'll get a good stone out of this though. What was that? Okay. Oh boy. Just what we needed for that delicate fine cutting work. It's not an opal cutting session if there isn't a bit of drama, is there? And I know you're going, it's hardly home and away, I get that. But it's still drama. Okay, it's kind of lightly coloured, but take my word for it, it's quite a lovely opal actually. Very softly spoken, which is, you know, not necessarily the best, but it's quite nice. I'm hoping that some colours will come through on the camera for you, but I'm not, you know, holding my breath or anything because, well, we've had this rodeo before, haven't we? Those of you who are very injury conscious, don't worry. This thing, you can literally touch it with your hands, it's not going to hurt you. I mean, don't keep touching it with your hands. Eventually something will happen. And yeah, I've seen some pretty horrific injuries, but like, it's just doing this, no, you're not ever going to get hurt. Unless, of course, the, you know, The spin goes randomly up. That was just to see if I was on the ball, I reckon. There we go. Nice little softly spoken Opal. What you are seeing is beautiful little subtle colours there. It really does look lovely. I mean, it's not going to... You won't be able to see it from a distance, but it does look quite nice. It's quite big, so maybe you could get away with charging $100 for it or something. See that? You reckon we can get something out of that? Haha. Let's have a look at the other side, see if it's wall to wall. It is indeed. Not very wall to wall, but it is a bit. So, the only trouble we've got is the top is not exactly the best, so we'll just do a bit of a ferret around and see what we get. Get rid of all the stuff that we can't work with. That'll help us inform our decision on what we can. You know what, there's a little puddle of water that's getting bigger because I've been, I just tipped the tank back a bit. So, it's giving me the impression of like what it would be like to cut opals on the Titanic. Remember, plenty of water or else you get silicosis. I don't think that's the problem. Chaotic enjoy. Gotta get a little bit more of that. I mean, I don't want to. You have to for the sake of integrity. I have high integrity opals. Mostly high integrity. I would my mother. I wonder if there's anyone who could actually make it. Thanks for that. So what we need to do is we need to get rid of that because there's a little bit of a crack there. So that's a goner. So that might be our surface, our face, our facade. right at the most delicate moment. Yoink. It's comfortable, I just got to get used to it. Not the same muscle memory. There we go. I think we'll get that one smoothed by a dopping method. Not a bad little saying that. I'll do one more. Try and find one more, hey? Look at this one. Yeah, we'll try this one. I am going to cut it. Hopefully the blade will take it. I've been in my own little world. I haven't even realised it. Yeah. Is this the machine? We've got a fireworks show then. It wasn't supposed to happen. That's not exactly the right way to cut an opal, but never mind. Good. By reversing the direction of the machine, I've been able to fling the opal inside the machine rather than outside it. Didn't even realise I was doing it. There we go. Two or three things and we're in great shape, as they said. There we go. Get on the other side, because I think the other side's a bit better. Is that the other side? Is that the other side? Is that the other side? That's the other side, yeah, there it is. Nice, oh nice, oh nice. Ah, where'd you go? There you are. Hey. Yeah, cool. Ah, there we go. Good. Luckily I didn't keep going, because that would have just gone straight through it. I'm not keeping on going, I'm just smoothing off the corners and people thinking I was mad. of that, huh? Ooh. Could we just quite take that piece off? For those people who are new to opal cutting, yeah, it is tragic, but you got to do the thing that makes the opal the best. Sometimes a big stone is not the best. That keeps it in check a bit. Good. Stick it on top stick. I could smooth it a bit more, but you're getting to the limit of your returns when you get to that point. What we'll do is we'll quickly have a look in here, see if this guy's got any colour. It's just an ordinary little knobby. You never know with these things, that's why I give them a bit of a burl. Oh, 13 likes, thank you very much, guys. There we go. So gold. There we go. Good. There. I wonder what the implications of this are. Sorry, I'm just looking at the machine. I don't think we're going to get anything. I'll quickly do the bum of it, the backside. But I don't think we're going to get much. What I will do to compensate it, I'll just do one more opal from the jar, and we'll see what we can find. Nothing, nada, zip. Right. Grab one of these. Surely one of these will do it. Not you. Cold hands. Yep, that's good. Not interested. There we go. Can't do one that's too big. I can give it a shot maybe. That looks heavily explored. That one looks good, and that one maybe looks good too. Okay. Right, let's have a look at this guy. I'll have a look at myself first. Oh, that'll be a puppy. Not this time, I can't do that one. Not them. But this guy might work out. Hello, Michael. Yeah, we can give this one a shot. A bad little stone. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, there we go. 108. I think that's our record for today. I don't know if the analytics will say it happened today. Probably not. Well, 114. Well, the increased turnout is going to convince me to just at least do one more opal at least. There we go. Let's see what that does. Beautiful little stone. It's pretty easy to do too. Just get some of the corners sorted out, not all of them. I'm a big believer, if you've got a dop stick, why don't you use it rather than just try and grind your opal into powder because I've got the skills, man, because I've got the skills. No, we don't do it that way. Beautiful. I have a feeling that this setup is actually easier to spot the colour in. That means only good things for the channel, I suppose. I did promise to do one more, and I will do one more. So let's have a look. In there, let's give it a shot. First, we make sure we get all the issues off it. So you cut off what you have to cut off before worrying about the colour. This is a Cooper opal, which is notoriously brittle. So you shouldn't do stuff like that with it. Ugh. It's coming through, come on, you can do it. Also a nice big brown patch. I wouldn't exactly use the word nice to describe it actually. A brown patch. Pretty much a brown patch when you see it in opal, it's like if you see it in your mate's underwear. You just don't want to, no, you don't. So long as that piece of stuff doesn't go all the way in the middle of the opal, we're happy. Look. Still got a little bit, but I'll just keep going with the rest of it. So I think that the top section might reveal where the cracks are actually leading, so you might be able to negotiate with it. Essentially. I think we're winning. You never know. At least we're aware we're fighting and struggling, which is good. First rule of warfare, be aware that you are in a war zone. So cold. Is that okay? There we go. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. Just get this bit off and see if that fixes it. A little bit. No big amount. Okay, well I'm just going to assume this is one of them opals that has the glittery appearance if you facet it just right. So, watch your space, little opal. Watch your space. Okay. I'll go inside, say goodnight to the birds, and then warm myself up. How about that? Oh, yeah. Cool. Hello there, people. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are. I am frozen. It is. Whoop. It is so late. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly introduce you to the birds, because the birds I don't think. Well, actually, Loki does. Well, you know, Loki, if you don't mind, I will. There you go. Max, do you want a scratchy poo? Do you want a scratch, do you? Good. Okay. Scratch. There we go. There you go. Clean out your cage tomorrow, mate. First, let me have a bit of a snoozy poos. Yeah? Pin feathers. The reason why he wants me to have a go at all is because these feathers have got sheathing on them from when they first emerge. It's called pin feathers. Anyone who owns a bird knows what a pin feather is. But, you know, if you don't own a bird, you probably don't consider it. You don't go, well, I wonder how feathers form. You don't ever lie awake and not doing that, do you? Well, I did, but, you know, other people who have other things to do with their time. Ooh. Sorry about my cold hands, mate. There's something here. Is this one? Oh, I like that. Oh, yeah. That was a good one, was it? This one here? He is loving that. Whoop, sorry. No, you're good. All right, here we go. Oh, this one. Yeah, well, it's got sheathing on it. Let's see if we can see. Spot a good one. That one there, mate. Yeah, oh, here. Yeah, this one. This could be like one of those pimple popping videos, couldn't it? Bet you lots of people would watch that. Jump scare. Scratchy poo. I think I hit a sensitive feather and he was not happy. Oh, okay, there you go. You got popcorn, haven't you? There you go. What's going on, hey? What's going on? Like and subscribe! Like and subscribe! Like and subscribe! Oh, wow! Did you see that? Pony. Pony just spoke. Amazing. And it wasn't me. Definitely wasn't me. I swear on the grave of Gravy McGrave that I didn't do that. But Pony did say like and subscribe, so you must. And with that, I must bid you all due. Or possibly a 3, or possibly a 4. Do you reckon I'll win the auction? Who knows? Find out next time. Dr. Phil out. Ha ha!